welcome Nikki Glaser.
When you watch Nikki Glaser destroy a room, whether it's roasting Tom Brady or hosting the Golden Globes, it looks like magic. It looks like she was born with a gene for perfect timing and effortless wit. Nikki Glaser's gifts look so natural because she has put in the work and she prides herself on always being prepared. For founders who want to be better public speakers and have a magnetic stage presence, this is the best news possible. It means that you can work on what makes you magnetic and witty on stage or in the spotlight. Today, let's learn from Nikki Glaser. In an interview with Vogue magazine, Nikki Glaser talks about how she earned her confidence gradually. She said, "I've never thought I was the most talented person, but you can't really deny the years you put in. Just based solely on how hard I've worked, I should be good. I really don't think you can fake confidence, but when you suddenly like yourself and appreciate the work you've put in and feel like you deserve to be doing what you're doing."
Right.
Yeah.
You prepare there's so much rigor that you bring to your writing, to your practicing. I heard you did your Golden Globe speech 91 times.
Yes.
Prepare, prepare, prepare. There is nothing wrong with being real and yourself when presenting, but there is no harm in adding an additional layer of preparedness. When you prepare well, not only do you feel less anxiety and nerves, you are also showing your audience that you respect their time and attention. For the Golden Globes, most hosts may just hire a writer's room, pick out the best jokes, and call it a day after one run-through. But Nikki's enthusiasm and earnestness for this hosting opportunity comes through in the form of her writing hundreds of jokes, watching all the movies nominated, and testing her written jokes in a series of Los Angeles comedy clubs. She is not afraid of hard work. She said, "Right now, it's just about writing hundreds of jokes and sifting through them and trying to find the best ones in the best order, which is a ton of work."
Worst thing to do at an award show is to cut to a celebrity that you make fun of and they're like, no matter how funny you are, you've bombed.
The next time you have a pitch meeting or a board update, do not rely on your personal charm and personality. Understand your audience and put yourself in their shoes. And when you do that, you'll know how to script your pitch in a way that they can receive it. Nikki's empathy for her audience crafts and curates her jokes to ensure maximum resonance. And she says it best when she talks about the jokes that don't land. It's usually because either the joke isn't properly written, or my delivery is off, or I stumble over a word, or it's like they don't even know who these nominees are. People are just consuming so much media right now that we're not all locked into the same movies and the same television shows. Don't follow the crowd if you're not into what they believe. Know your own mind. When Nikki Glaser asked for advice before hosting the Golden Globes, most people encouraged her to roast the celebrities and do a Ricky Gervais. Shocking, sensational, funny, but at the expense of Hollywood actors. While it is tempting to just do that to get the laughs, she rebutted the mean-spirited approach to comedy. She said, "I do care. This is my first time hosting and I like to do this again and again, and a lot of those celebrities have probably never heard of me. These A-listers, and even if they have, they're like, who are you to make fun of me? So it's delicate." So with that knowing, she channeled her intention with comedy and nailed hosting the Golden Globes twice, doing things her way. When you're thinking of the best way to pitch, or when you're doing a major presentation, you may be tempted to take cookie cutter advice and just apply it to what you're doing. I would suggest you pause and evaluate if that approach sits right with you. Does it make you honor yourself and what you have to bring to the table? Nikki was able to tease and to make fun of the Hollywood actors in a way that was acceptable and still funny. She challenged herself to go beyond the usual convention and precedents. You may think that the tried and true method is the only way to successfully presenting, but the best way to be satisfied with the outcome is if you've injected your own values into whatever method you choose to adopt. Nikki usually makes self-deprecating jokes about herself. And in the most recent Golden Globes, she called out her series of plastic surgery tweaks. Doing that signals to the audience that she is with them in the trenches and they are safe to have fun with her. She isn't on a pedestal shooting arrows into the audience. So when you present, it can be tempting to do a one-way lecture and to pat yourself on the back. But remember that you can make the entire experience more rewarding when you include the audience. So keep your audience vested by being upfront, honest, and vulnerable. Finally, you don't need to be a stand-up comic to present well or have a magnetic stage presence, but you do need to respect the prep. So you can combine your natural charm with hard work to be the best presenter you've ever been. If you want to know exactly how to script those hard truth conversations, I have a template for that in my Founder Emergency Kit. Subscribe to get the free download. Thank you so much for watching.